Right. Hey, how y'all doing? Haven't heard my voice since the last video. Wow. um, anyways, so I decided to do a little bit of a voiceover for these little, like, speed paints because I feel like it was too silent and, like, the music helps and all, but, like, there should still be music playing currently, though it'll be like dimmed down there so you can still hear what I'm saying. So comment down below what you would like. Do you like it better with just the music? Do you like it better with my voice as well? So, let's get started with the first drawing your OCs that I did. The picture of the OC I'm trying to draw should pop up in a minute. The picture is a little bit blurry, so my apologies. Not to be rude or something, because I hate to be rude, it wasn't really my image at all, so I had no control over whether or not it was a little bit blurry. Now I feel like an idiot. Okay, now I feel like a douchebag for saying that, but you know, let's just move on. So, there we go. There. And here we go. I had pretty, here, we're gonna slow it down a bit so I can really explain the process. I didn't have that much trouble drawing the legs. Took me a couple tries, but that's pretty normal. Why is nothing? Okay, this, nothing's really happening. I think I was, I don't know what I was doing. Sorry, I did this yesterday. I don't actually remember what I was doing here. Did I just straight up leave? Did I really leave that? Oh, okay, apparently I just went towards that. And then just look down. So I'm sorry about that. Sorry that I left that on. So we're just gonna sit here, speed that part up a bit. Alright. Here we go. Alright, yeah. And yeah, I had a bit of trouble with the neck. And the head as well, because I always have trouble doing the head. I don't know why. It's just not a good skill set of mine. This sketch be suffering from oh, and then I decided the feet weren't good enough. Got it. Oh, yeah, and then I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I'm starting over. Yeah, there we go, yeah. It looks good now. That was my thought process. Then I learned about the flip layer button. Yeah, I was originally gonna do a different pose, therefore this, because, both of the arms are up because I'm using a little bit of a parallel thing. Really helps with the legs and the hips and all that, especially with the head as well. Otherwise, it looks terrible. Well, maybe not terrible, but you know, the whole thing's like, oh, I can never get the other eye to match. It basically fixes that, which you know is a major issue if you do art. Then I tried using the straight line tool. It just didn't look natural, because it was a straight line. I don't know if you've noticed, but human bodies, we're not straight lines, or at least I'm not. You know, we have fat and muscle on our bones, we're not just sticks. You know, all that stuff. So it kind of helps to not be making our drawings sticks. Oh, don't mind that. I'm sorry, I can't. Okay. Never mind that. This is where I started trying too hard to make it work. Yeah, and then I had to redo the head because I remembered, oh wait, this shit sucks. And then I started making a little bit of a skirt thing. This was actually pretty easy. Though halfway through, I did seem to think my drawing looked a bit like those things where it's like the grown adult men or whatever, like the big muscly people wearing a fucking dress. Yes, I just said the big muscly people, don't kill me. This is where I had trouble doing a little bit of like that. Yeah, and then I essentially decided, let's do the big waves instead of the little ones. That part I think I did really well. The little at the end of it, I don't know why, I'm just really bad at that part. Then I redid the shoulders because they were giving me trouble. And time to redo the body structure because she would look a little sticky. Literally. Not like a sticker, but like a stick. And we already discussed human bodies are not sticks. So, you know. Yeah, the sketching for that part made it look really weird. Before, I don't know why, but I tried so fucking hard for these sleeves. Like, I tried really hard for those sleeves. Like, harder than I care to admit. And some of the footage here isn't exact, because when you press the undo button, it doesn't save it to the speed paint. So there's a lot of shit in here that was missed. With like making the body structure, especially with the head. Like you see like me try 4 or 5 times for the head, there was like 87 attempts for the head. It just happens whenever, and this was my mistake, okay? This was my mistake. This is the one thing I regret making when making this. I made the legs without the original stencil from the other sketches that are like underneath this layer, and they look horribly wrong. Okay, I'm real sorry I failed you. But it was too late to change it, so yeah, so sorry about that. And they're very stick legs, so, and then I did that because I still thought it looked like a fucking grown man in a dress, which just made it worse. Let me just face palm real quick. Yeah. This part's gonna go a little bit slower because I started texting my friends while I was arting because the group chat was going fucking insane. And, you know, your girl here cannot miss out on any drama that happens to go down. So, you know. And yes, I am filming this at 9:50, basically 10 o'clock. Anyways, here's the coloring. The coloring doesn't look that great until I add the shading with 99% of drawings I make. Just gonna put that out there. The mask on it, on the character, does not look that great in my opinion, like with my drawing. When I say doesn't look that great, I mean my drawing, okay? The gacha character I thought looked really cute. That's why I did that one first. Also because it was one of the first ones. But yeah, I have one more that I've made so far. Well, I haven't finished it, but I'm in the process. I'm still only really doing the sketches, so thought I would get a little bit of a head start. Yeah, that was a cool thing, not gonna lie. This is me doing the process of making little gradient eyes. You can't see all of it, the whole process, because it only really shows what happens, so it's gonna like, and I was also using the undo button for all of this when I messed up on the gradient eyes, so you know, this is gonna take a second to just there, and there it is, and yeah, and then I'm like, oh shit, she got demon eyes, but it took me a while to figure that out, because the eyes were way too saturated. But I hadn't even done the hair at this point, so obviously I didn't catch that. I can tell. Trust me. Okay, and then I start on the hair. Yeah. Oh god. The hair I think actually turned out pretty well in the end. You'll see it in a minute here. It took me a good minute to get that hair done though. Because I had trouble, like I was forgetting what layers were where, like, It's like, alright, what layer are the eyes on? What layer are the coloring on? What layer is the fucking line art on? Like, what layer? Like, what layer is the mask on? I don't know why, but for some fucking reason, not only the line art, which would make sense for the mask, I drew not only the line art, but the coloring for it on the line art layer. That was a bit stupid, okay? And I did the hands, which I still don't like. I'm bad at drawing hands. I had quite a bit of struggles doing this. I don't know. Probably because it was like 1 in the morning. Anyways, this is me doing the shading on it. I know it looks like I'm just ruining the whole image with the color black, but I make the layer more transparent later, and you know, that's how you do shading. You just put a fuck ton of black all— oh shit. Did I really— well, I know I did. I had to erase it there. But I accidentally put a little dot there on the skirt, and that personally annoyed me when I found out, and I didn't know what layer it was on, because it was just a black dot. So that was great. It was not. Yeah, and there. Yeah, I put the transparency on it, and then I also deleted the dot, so it's all okay. We're not gonna die of our OCD. Inner OCD. Sorry, I can't lie about having disorders because that would be rude as fuck. But yeah, this is me kind of texting or whatever. Me trying to make pupils is horrifying. I might try that a couple more times in the future to put pupils on characters. It just doesn't work out due to the way I draw my eyes so far, it seems. So, you know, and then I forgot to do the horns, so I did that here. They came out alright, I think. I think I could have done better. Maybe if I was redrawing the character again, I would make them smaller or something like that, or the shading different, because it didn't come out as light as I would like. Because, once again, it was like 2 in the morning at that point. Yeah. But, you know, in here, yeah, and I fixed the eyes to be a lighter shade. Because, they were terrifying. Yeah, they were, and you can't say they weren't. Because if you did, you'd be lying. And here I go over here with the little hexagons. You know, fun little thingies, you know, little background thing to make it more interesting, because I feel like it needed it. Like, just a little bit something in the background I thought would look nice, so I did that. And I put a black background because I thought because it did a nice little contrast to the bright colors used on the character. So here it is. Here's the finished one. According to I Just Paint, it took me 2 hours and 44 minutes, which isn't actually that long, surprisingly, compared to some other things. You see, I added some highlights to the eyes. There's actually a tiny little pink hexagon-ish thing right here. So yeah, because, you know, accidentally made it too small, but, you know, it was gonna be slightly bigger, but I put it on the wrong layer. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you like how I drew your OC. Let me know. And that's gonna be all for today. I'll have my next drawing of your guys' OC. I'm not gonna say who it is yet, because that's still a secret, and if I said it, wouldn't that be pretty rude? Would it though? Nah, it'd be rude. Quick thing. cute little drawing I did myself. Took me like 30 minutes, just fun little things. Little line art I made of my UFC. And a thing that took me a whole 3 seconds. But, yeah, that's all. I use Ibis paint and my finger to draw, if you were wondering. So, I don't know. But that's all. Thank you all for watching. So great. So I guess have a nice day or night if you're watching this when I upload it, depending on whether or not I upload it tonight or not. I think I'm going to, though. Anyways, bye!